Lokomoloto, our eNCA reporter, is with Ace Magashule. Let's listen in.
It might actually drag for more years. How do you perceive that?
Why should it drag? When people arrested us and said they have a case. Now that everything has been cleared and all that, there won't be any other thing and appeals and what have you. I hope that the trial date will be set.
But don't you think that the dismissal of the leave to appeal by the Supreme Court of Appeal was a significant setback for you?
No, not at all. Remember, there are people who applied also to the Supreme Court, and our application was not the same. So those are processes of the law. I always differ with lawyers to say, let the case sit. The lawyers say, no, it's law here. We must appeal on this and that and that. And I've always said to my lawyers, let the case sit because I know I'm innocent.
Well, they are lawyers. Yourself, you're a politician. I mean, usually you appear here with a lot of support from the ANC. This time we don't see any of your usual supporters around.
You will see the support. Support, it's money, it's resources, it's all that. You'll see the support. People can't come all the time when you know that the case is going to be postponed. I always advise people, the case is going to be postponed. Why are you coming?
Talking of politics,
don't need to be, since people support us. So you'll see that support with time.
Talking of political support, Mr. Magashule, there are actually rumors that you are working with some of the ANC leaders here to form a new political party. Any truth, credence to that?
Which ANC leaders?
Some of the people who are leading in the ANC here.
Throughout the country?
Particularly in the province of the Free State. But is there a political party that you are forming?
Who in the Free State? Who are those people?
Well, I don't want to drop names. All I'm saying is that there's an allegation that you are going to be the face of a potential new political party.
Well, I'll be happy if people... well, I've been approached. People have said I've been approached by different parties. I said, no, I can't join any party. I've been approached to form by communities and members of the ANC throughout the country. I've been approached by thousands and thousands of people. I have not joined any party for now.
Will you start a new party?
I don't know.
What would it take for you to form a new party?
Nothing.
Are you thinking about starting a new party?
What will take me? The masses. Nothing else.
Are you considering starting a new party?
No.
Right now, what's your standing in the ANC, Mr. Magashule?
I'm a member. I've always been a member. I joined the ANC voluntarily. Voluntarily. When it was not fashionable. When it was life or death. And I did not join ANC because of position. I wanted to be Secretary-General or Premier or whatever. I joined the ANC to fight for justice. I joined the ANC. And that time, the ANC was banned. So I joined the struggle, the fight against apartheid. Yeah? And I never dreamed of becoming a premier. I never dreamed of becoming a leader. I never dreamed of becoming having a position. So I'm not a positional leader. I'm a community leader.
Would it be reasonable to speculate that you would start a new party?
I don't know. You are journalists. You are analysts. You always analyze. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. But you're not ruling out that possibility?
Well, as I say, I've been approached by thousands and thousands of people, and ordinary people, not just ANC members. Time will tell. I don't know.
You're talking of time. We're going for the elections next year, and this is why we are persistent in asking you whether you are likely to form a party and even to contest next year's elections.
So if we go for elections, what is my role in those elections?
I don't know. I mean, if indeed people have approached you and you have interest, chances are that you might want to contest next year.
It's not about you having interest. It's about you serving. You know, if I had my way, nowadays in the next election, individuals will be contesting. I will definitely get the numbers if I contest as an individual. But does it make sense for an individual to go to parliament? I know I will go. If I contest as an individual, I will be voted in, but am I just going to be there for what? Because you can't serve as an individual. What are you going to serve?
Are you saying that you wouldn't bother contesting as an independent?
Why? Doesn't make sense.
Let's ask
The people that have approached you, are they prominent political leaders? Are they business leaders? Or what kind of...
Ordinary masses of our people. No anyone prominent.
Last from my side, now that you and some of the people who had approached the Supreme Court of Appeal lost there last week, is there any intention to approach the Apex Court?
My view, my personal view is that let's continue with the case. And I will once more differ with my lawyers to say, and I think this time I'll be very instructive to say, I know I am innocent. I have not taken a cent. And you know, in the media, there is this persistence that charged with fraud and corruption and money laundering. But you remember, my charges were 73. And I now have 3 charges. And one is called, the main charge is oversight. What does it mean? What have I done? Does oversight mean there is corruption?
What do you make of it?
Here is the rater reported to allege. In fact, even Mr. Gordon confirms that the rater reported to him. With me, nobody reported any crime, but I'm charged with oversight.
It appears that you are considering your political future. You're not concerned that you may be convicted of these charges here?
I will never be convicted unless if there are trump-up charges and the system is actually not fair.
But do you believe in
that judges will be fair? And you know what, when the judges are fair, what NPA always does, appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal. I am very confident I have not stolen one single cent from government, from the poor, taxpayers' money. I am 100% innocent. But let the court prove that. So let's move. That's my wish and hope.
All right, thank you so much. The former Secretary-General of the African National Congress, Mr. Ace Magashule, insisting that he hasn't stolen any money, and he says that bring it on so that this can be brought to finality. Back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Moloko Moloto. We can definitely see there, of course, Ace Magashule also insisting that he's been telling his legal team to let the case sit in court. However, the response he says he receives from his lawyers is that law is law and they have to appeal wherever they note any discrepancies. But further emphasizing to my colleague Moloko Moloto that he is not opening any political party. He cannot, go to parliament alone. But should the masses, of course, insist, he would consider it, given that it would be general elections next year. We'll stay with that court case with Moloko Moloto out in the Free State Province.